tourism, governance, and economic policy in sustainable development. Adjust the language according to your preference. Choose the program that suits your needs from the playlist. Customize the subtitle position on your laptop, and adjust the video speed with the slider to suit your needs and comfort. Let's grow together through your subscribe and like on this video.
Tourism is not merely an industry. It is a powerful system that connects people, economies, and political institutions across every region. Governments carefully record tourism activity, and each recording contributes to a broader economic analysis. These records help policymakers understand how tourism drives economic recovery, generates revenue, and strengthens national stability. Tourism plays a critical role in both urban and rural development. In many developing areas, tourism creates employment, encourages infrastructure investment, and supports long-term regional growth. However, tourism does not operate without structure. Governments must regulate tourism through clear regulations, ensuring fairness, safety, and sustainability. Without regulation, tourism could create inequality, environmental damage, and political instability. Tourism policy is often influenced by political leadership, including presidents, ministers, and legislative bodies, such as the Senate. These leaders review economic reports, consult researchers, and issue policy recommendations to strengthen national tourism sectors. Every traveler becomes part of a national economic record. When a tourist enters a country, their entry is registered, contributing to tourism statistics and government planning. Tourism directly supports millions of residents, including hotel workers, restaurant employees, and transportation providers. These workers depend on tourism for their salary, financial security, and professional development. Tourism also supports small businesses. Local restaurants, markets, and shops rely on visitor spending to survive. This spending helps communities recover from economic hardship and maintain social stability. Tourism policy must balance economic growth with social responsibility. Governments must ensure tourism benefits all citizens, not just wealthy investors. Tourism strengthens local economies through food production, hospitality services, and cultural experiences. Restaurants serve traditional meals such as rice, seafood, and regional specialties. These businesses rely on stable tourism demand. When tourism declines, businesses may struggle to maintain operations, forcing owners to reduce staff or close entirely. Tourism also supports agriculture, transportation, and construction. It creates economic chains that connect farmers, drivers, hotel workers, and business owners. This interconnected system demonstrates the importance of tourism as a national economic engine. Government institutions play a critical role in managing tourism. Political leaders introduce tourism reforms, create economic policies, and enforce national standards. These leaders must consider economic data, social conditions, and environmental sustainability. They must ensure tourism remains safe, fair, and beneficial for all citizens. Government tourism agencies conduct detailed research, collect economic data, and analyze tourism patterns. Their findings guide national policy decisions. These decisions shape the future of tourism and influence national prosperity. Tourism is more than economics. It creates human connection, cultural exchange, and global understanding. Tourism builds relationships between nations. It promotes peace, cooperation, and shared prosperity. Tourism also strengthens national identity, allowing countries to showcase their culture, history, and natural beauty. Tourism reflects the values, priorities, and vision of a nation. Tourism development requires careful planning and strategic coordination. Governments rely on satellite data, economic indicators, and field research to understand tourism movement and economic patterns. These tools help officials identify areas with high tourism potential and areas that require economic recovery. Tourism strengthens national economic systems by generating tax income and foreign exchange. This income becomes essential government revenue, which supports education, healthcare, infrastructure, and public services. Tourism also strengthens economic security, allowing nations to reduce dependence on limited industrial sectors. Economic diversification protects countries from global financial instability and sudden market shocks. Tourism growth must be supported by strong infrastructure, including airports, roads, ports, and digital networks. These investments improve national competitiveness and global economic integration. A tourism resort represents more than a place for vacation. It represents economic investment, employment, and national development. Resort construction creates jobs for engineers, construction workers, planners, and service personnel. Government leaders must ensure that tourism development follows national regulations and respects environmental standards. Proper regulation prevents environmental damage and protects natural resources. Tourism authorities must also consider the needs of local residents. Tourism should benefit communities, not displace them. Governments must protect citizens from unfair economic practices and ensure equal opportunity. Tourism policy reflects the government's responsibility to protect citizens, investors, and national interests. Tourism policy is shaped by political institutions, including the Senate, national assemblies, and executive leadership. Each senator reviews economic reports and evaluates tourism proposals. These political leaders act as national representatives, speaking on behalf of their citizens. Their decisions influence national tourism strategy and economic growth. Political debate is a normal part of tourism policymaking. Some leaders support tourism expansion, while others express concern about environmental or social impact. Political systems must balance economic growth with public welfare. Tourism policy decisions reflect national priorities, political philosophy, and economic strategy. Tourism directly supports local economies through shopping, hospitality, and cultural exchange. Visitors spend money on food, transportation, accommodation, and entertainment. This spending strengthens local businesses and creates economic opportunity. Tourism income helps families improve their living conditions and invest in their future. Tourism also creates opportunities for entrepreneurship. Local residents can open restaurants, shops, and tourism services. This economic activity strengthens communities and supports long-term national stability. Tourism represents economic empowerment. Tourism requires strong national security systems. Governments must protect tourists, citizens, and infrastructure. Security personnel monitor airports, transportation systems, and tourism sites. Their presence ensures public safety and prevents crime. Tourism safety directly affects national reputation. Countries with strong security attract more visitors, investment, and economic growth. Tourism safety is not optional. It is essential for national success. Security systems must operate continuously and effectively. Tourism is vulnerable to global crises, including pandemics, economic instability, and political conflict. During crisis periods, tourism activity may decline rapidly. However, tourism has demonstrated remarkable economic recovery capacity. Governments implement economic support programs, financial assistance, and policy reforms to restore tourism activity. Tourism recovery strengthens national confidence and restores economic balance. Recovery demonstrates national resilience and economic strength. Tourism recovery represents national renewal. Tourism does not grow safely without clear government responsibility. Every administration must regulate tourism activities to protect both residents and visitors. Regulation is not meant to restrict opportunity, but to reinforce safety, fairness, and long-term economic stability. A strong regulatory regime ensures that tourism development remains balanced across every region. Without proper regulation, uncontrolled expansion may damage natural resources, increase social inequality, and reduce long-term revenue potential. Government representatives must review existing policies regularly. These reviews allow lawmakers to identify risks, resolve problems, and introduce reforms when necessary. Reform is essential because economic environments constantly change. Regional governments also play a critical role. They understand local conditions, cultural traditions, and community needs. Their representation ensures that tourism policy reflects the real situation on the ground. Ultimately, regulation protects not only economic growth, but also national reputation.